Hi everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw Captain America. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpie. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you will see a link you can click on, a timestamp that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video, and also one for the color. So for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself, and then we can captain this America. Alright, so let's try to give him something dynamic to do. And you know what, we're going to put a shield over here, so that'll take care of one arm right there. So we are 1/5 of the way done. And the way I came up with that math is I'm thinking of limbs. 1, 2, well, I guess a body too. So 1/6, because we got to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I'm thinking of the torso as 1, each limb, arms and legs, and then the head, because the head's got to have some detail too, right? So, yeah. All right. I don't know why I'm going into this detail. I'm trying to think of something fun for him to be doing. Or fighting, right? I guess that's as fun as he's going to get. Let's see. Let's stick that leg out more. That wasn't dynamic enough. Okay. All right. I like that. I like that. Let's see. What do his shoes look like? Let me find a picture of his shoes. Yeah, just regular old boots, huh? Nothing special. They designed a lot, but they kind of said around the shoes, like, you know what, he's just got boots on. Just give him boots. It's Captain America. Come on. He already looks good. He's got an awesome costume. He's got the first letter of the alphabet on his head. And he represents America. So let's not worry about his boots. Well, them. I mean, we gotta worry about his boots. We gotta do something, you know. Let's see. Ooh, you know what? Let's do. Let's give him Mjolnir. Let's do it from the Endgame. Spoilers. Hope you've seen it. The Endgame perspective, where he carries Mjolnir, Thor's hammer, into battle. But let's do something like out, you know. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, because he's got muscles, so it's gonna do that one. Then the bicep, like that. Then his forearm, and he's gonna have it. Yeah, kind of something like out like that, so can't turn his hand too much. So let me see if I can find a picture of his, what is he wearing? It's like his gloves, because he's got, like, you know, different outfits from different movies. So I just got to find the right one. Yeah, that's not too bad. But see how I kind of have it out? So here's going to be the trick, because we're going to do the hand kind of like this. And so let me find something that is hammer-like. Where's my hammer? Okay, maybe this will work. Okay, so here's the idea, is we're gonna be drawing his hand like this. So it's not gonna be like this, it's gonna be wrapped around. So you gotta think about, he can't have his fingers closed, you know? So it's gonna basically be thumb like this, and then we'll go ahead and draw the handle. If that's what we're gonna do, we're gonna have it like this. And see how I kind of have it out, not really holding up, but kind of out, like he's in the middle of swinging. So that means I could do one finger like this, I could do the other ones like this, and that one like this. You're gonna do the pinky like that. All right, I like that. I think I can live with that. So that means I can draw the handle like this, And it's got like a big studded end, right? And then the strap, something like that. And then the mule and the mule. You know, that used to be my nerd test. You know, someone would talk about the movies or talk about comics and whatnot. And my test was, oh yeah, well, how do you pronounce Thor's hammer? And if they could say it right, they earned my respect. If they couldn't, I taught them. This is how you say it. See, never be a jerk, never be mean. Think of everything as a opportunity to welcome someone into the knowledge that you have or the knowledge they have. You know, find a positive spin on everything. Be happy. All right, I like that. Like that. Okay. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Perfect. Okay. So now let me get a few of his details in here real fast, and then I will finish up that head. So speaking of details, we're not going to do everything. There's no way we have time or the ability to do every single detail. We can get a lot of them done, and we can do a lot, but I'm trying not to keep you here for an hour. You know, I know you got stuff to do. I know that you don't want to be, you know what? A lot of you may not even be watching this. A lot of people may come into this afterwards and say, hey, how come you didn't draw everything? Well, I guess you should have stuck around for the beginning. And you'll see that, you know, we just don't have time to do it all. So I'm going to draw a lot of stuff, but not everything. So yeah, so those of you that are here and sticking around, that's what we're going to do. We're only going to do so much. All right. Okay. So, okay. And so I'm just going to add just a few details here just to make sure that I've added enough and that we get enough in there, and then we can play around with the inking in a second. And I think, let me try to find some better pictures. That's the hard part, is I'm trying to find pictures. Yeah. Okay, so let's do 3 like that, and then I'll just kind of make up the boots, I guess, because at this point you're probably not even caring anymore. You are already ready to go, right? Yeah. Okay, so it looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. Let me just double check that there's nothing else I need to add on his suit. There you go. Okay, so actually let me erase this before I draw that in. He doesn't have the big glove like that. He's just got his Captain America gloves. And that's it. Okay, he's got a shoulder pad like that. This has got a shoulder pad. I can see this much better. I should have been using this. Okay, not bad. Okay, I say we go from there. Let me draw his face real fast. Let me see. Let me find a good picture that represents old Stevie Rogers. Old Stevie. Little Stevie Rogers. Little Stevie America. Okay. Let's see. All right, that looks pretty good. And I also have to remember that because his mask is so tiny, I have to be careful, because I've said this before with a lot of my videos that it's hard to not draw detail in these, because these Sharpies, they bleed quite a bit into this paper, and I'm trying to give you guys something to draw with that you can just get from your house, you know? So I'm just using copy paper and Sharpies, and I'm sure I should invest into something better so you have something better to look at, but I want you to be able to just grab what you have at your house, you know? That's kind of the whole point. Okay, not bad. What's it missing? What's it missing? It needs to be up more straight like that. There we go. That's what it was missing. It was too round. Sometimes you just gotta kind of step back and look and say, what am I not doing right? You know, it's missing something. So what is it I can do to make it look better? Okay, I think I can live with that. Okay. Oh, you know what? I didn't draw a nose. Let me draw a nose real fast. And again, there's only so much I can do because it's so tiny, but we'll make it work. Okay, I think I'm ready. I think that'll cut it. Let's do it. Let's go to Sharpie Town. Welcome everybody, welcome to Sharpie Town. Population 2, fine point and Sharpie pen. I'm going to use a fine point for most of it, but the Sharpie pen is a lot finer than the fine point, and I can control the line width a lot more. So I'm going to use that for finer things like the eyeballs, the facial features. So I'm going to start there. I'm going to start with the top of the eyelid first, just to make sure I've got it, because I kind of have his head at an angle a little bit, so I want to make sure I've got it right at this angle. So I'm going to do the eyelids like this, do another one like this. Perfect. So see, I got it kind of sideways like that. That's exactly where I want to go with this. So now I'm going to draw some iris like that, just a little bit, and I got to be careful because, like I said, these things bleed quite a bit. Or you weren't here for that part. Those of you, those skippers that jumped all the way to this. I'm just kidding. I'm glad you're here watching any part of it. Even if you're watching the very end, I'm glad everybody's here. So I'm going to build off of this. So all I'm going to do is just go down just a little bit and imply the bottom of the eyeball. Because if you got a pencil, you can draw that bottom. But I know this is going to bleed. And if I go any lower, if I go into it, it's going to bleed all over the place. So that's all I can do for the eyes, but that's okay. That's all I need, because now I'm going to do the sockets of the mask. I'm going to do something like this. So it's almost like a skull, you know. How ironic, and I want to see if that was in the design of how his mask is very Red Skull-like, you know. Pretty cool, huh? I bet it is. I bet you anything the way they designed it. I got to go find that art of book and we'll see what the creator said. And let's give him a little bit of eyebrows inside if you can draw that, because he's got eyebrows, but you know, it's hard to draw with that skull mask. So that's good. See, that one bled into that, so nothing I can do about it. This one I can do a little bit into it like that. And that's good enough. I can live with that. So let's draw the bottom of the mask, and that'll give us some start stop points and places we can build and create. I like it. I like it. Okay, so I'm going to keep drawing the edge all the way to here. I'm going to draw this other edge over here, and I'll go ahead and draw the ears. And I'm going to thicken these lines up a little bit, because once I switch to the big Sharpie, you're going to see a huge difference in line width. So I'm just going to kind of match what's going to happen in a little bit. Okay? All right, here we go. Looking good. So now I'm not going to draw that top part. I'm going to let that be taken care of by the big Sharpie, but I am going to do this for the edges. I'm going to follow my sketch, and I'm going to stop right about there. I'm not going to do the A. I'm going to do that with color. I'm just going to just do certain parts, okay? So for the nose, I'm going to do a nostril like this, a nostril like this, and I'm going to try to do just a little bit of the nose like that. Okay, because see, it's already getting to be a jumbled mess, and if I keep going, it's going to get even more messier. So now I'm just going to kind of do the mouth like that, and I'll just do a little bit of the lip like this, just a little just to imply stuff. That's really about it, because like I said, it's going to start to bleed if I go anywhere else with this. So I think that's good. I'll just go ahead and do the bottom of the jaw, or no, I mean the jaw, the strap for the mask. Just again, because I can control the levels, the thickness much easier, like that. And I'll just go ahead and do the same thing over here, if the Sharpie will work with me, and make it super thin. And I'm just doing that just because I can, because the other Sharpie wouldn't work like that. So, all right, I'm just going to add a few little I'm tough lines to show his cut jaw, and then we're moving on. All right, so I'm going to move on to the big Sharpie now, and I'm going to do this thick line to the side of his head, to the side of the helmet, then do the other one over here like that. I'm going to come up and go around to the top of his head. And you know what? That's okay if it's not perfect. It's no big deal. Look, I got kind of lumpy over here, but that's okay, because this is my drawing. This is how I draw. Okay, it looks funny without that A, doesn't it? Okay, so now the color will take care of the rest. We'll go ahead and do something like this just to kind of accent the edges. Perfect, let's keep going. So, let me find my picture I was playing around with. Let's see, I'm gonna draw his collar to his shoulder piece. No, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do his straps right here. This will help me with start-stop points is what it's gonna do. I'm a big fan of start-stop points. These guide you as to where everything's gonna go, what you can do, and where your, like I said, where your start-stop points are. So I'm just gonna kind of do something like that, and that'll give me access to do something like that. And now, let's see. Okay, so for his shield, we're not gonna get it perfect. I'm already just gonna say that right now. It's not gonna be perfect. We're just gonna kind of do something like that, and it's gonna be there, and whatever happens, happens. Don't freak out, don't flip out. It's okay. Mine's not gonna be perfect, neither is yours. Now, that being said, it's not a perfect circle. It's kind of an oval like this. So I'm gonna go up and down like that, okay? So I'm just gonna draw it. And I'm gonna start here where this edge is. No, I'm gonna start here where I want to. I'm gonna do what I want. And I'm just gonna kind of do this. And then do the other side. And just kind of eyeball where it's gonna meet and meet it. Like that. And there, see, it's not perfect at all, but it's ours. And that's what we're gonna do with it. You know, I actually would have made it a little bit more oval if I thought about it, but that's okay. Let's just go with what we got. So since we're there, let's just go ahead and finish up this shoulder. Boom, that's already done. So let's build down to his belt. So I've got him kind of hunched over a bit. So there's his bicep, and his suit's just kind of all wangly dangly into his belt. And so I'm gonna draw a belt for him real fast. It's gonna have the buckle like that, and then build off of it. So pretty much something like this, something like this, and I'm just kind of making up some stuff now just to have some fun, and then close that in. All right, I'm gonna put another pack over there because every hero's got 4 or 5 different belt pouches on them. And so let's do a quick star just to give you something. So I've already sketched it out, so I know roughly where the points are gonna be. So it's you can say I'm cheating, but nope, I sketched out my stuff first. I did my homework. Okay, something like that. All right, and so from here, we can kind of build off the suit, the extra stuff that I said that we're not gonna go crazy with. We're just gonna do something like that. And so he does also have like these other layers, and that's where the stripes are, but we're not gonna draw the stripes. We're just doing the layers of his suit like that. And then we can come back with the color and add all that to make it look good and stand out. Same thing, there's another white star inside there, just a little bit layered. That's good. We're good like this. We're gonna let color help us out. Okay, and let's do this since we're here. I'm just gonna have some fun with it since, you know, this is mine. I do what I want. All right, so let's stick this arm out like we were talking about. So I'm going to draw the bicep. Let me double check his suit real fast too. Make sure I'm drawing it correctly. Make sure I come correct. Okay, and so yeah, he's got kind of a shoulder pad here, but you can't see the entire thing. So we're kind of getting away with drawing that. He's got a stripe over here like this, but we're not worried about that. We're just going to draw the arm. So I'm going to draw his bicep down to his forearm to his wrist. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other side here. Something like that. All right, I like that. And I stopped right there because that's where Mjolnir's handle is going to be in his hand right there. So I'm going to have to start with, let's do that handle. Let's just do it. Like that. I'm going to draw the strap like I was talking about, hanging off the side to see how it cut off there. Perfect. So now I can do his wrist like that. And I'm going to do his thumb wrapped over like that. Perfect. So for the handle of Mjolnir, I'm going to go ahead and just draw it in. Just kind of do something like that. Just kind of eyeballing where it is. Come down here like this. And it's got the wrappings around it, so that's why I'm kind of drawing jaggedy when I do it. Okay, so for his fingers, like I was talking about, this finger doesn't quite wrap around because I have it like this, see? And so this one can't do it, so it's a little bit shorter. So I'm putting it up here. Okay? Next finger wrapped around down there. Same thing, next one's like this. That pinky is just on the edge like that. And so we'll go ahead and draw like the digits, just kind of something like that, just to kind of help you understand the bends where that is. And that's pretty much all we can do. It's a fingerless glove, so I'll go ahead and just do that and just add just some creases and folds just because that's the glove part, you know. And we'll connect that. And let's see, what can I do for Mjolnir? I guess, let's see, I guess I can, no, I don't even want to do that. I don't want to, it's got like these bands on it, but it'd be better if I did that in color. Okay, so let's see. You know what's really funny is I'm mostly looking at a toy picture to get these images. And so again, there's some straps right there, like some red in it. Again, I want to do that with color. So we're pretty much done with his suit. Or not his suit, I'm so sorry, his arm. That's all we can do. So let's kind of do a sketch for Mjolnir real fast. Let's see, so it's going to be kind of like this. So I'm going to do one end here, bring the other one here, and then I'm going to do the other one over here like this. A little off, but that's okay, no big deal. And you know what I'm going to do? Let's do it like this. I got an idea. If you're using pencil, it's going to be a little different. Mine's going to be different too. So I'm going to do it with the small Sharpie, and then that way I'm going to come back and do stuff with the big Sharpie, and I'm going to accent a few things. Okay? And that way it's going to kind of stand out with the edges. Some are going to be thicker, some are going to be thinner. Okay? So I'm going to connect it like that. And I'm going to connect a few of these outer ones, just to make it thicker, because that thick outline is really fun, and it kind of makes the other one stand out whenever you do that. Like that. Okay, there. Perfect. We're done with that. So, oops. All right, so let's move on to his pants. We're getting close to running home. All right, so I'm going to draw his leg like this, down to his knee pad. Draw that knee pad. I'm going to go ahead and just draw it in. I'm going to come in like this, and I'm just kind of making this up. So, you know, you can do some lines like this too, and it's because his pants are creased and fold and bent over because he's hunched over, and so I'm just kind of going to make it up and get us there, get us home. All right. All right, some creases and folds because his pants are bent. Do-dee-dee-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, dent. All right. So I'm going to draw down to his leg again, his boot is basically what I was trying to say. I'm going to do the same thing like I did over there. All right. Perfect. Well, okay. Not perfect. You know what I'm trying to say. I really like what I'm doing. How's that? Okay. All right. Looking good, looking good. So he's got a little bit of a pouch on the side right there, so I thought I'd put that in. So for his boots, we're going to do some real simple, just a couple of straps and leggings and fun stuff, because he's Captain America and he's got straps on his boots, something like that. And we're going to draw the front of his boot down, the front side like that, like that. And again, we're just going to kind of add some fun to it. Okay, so now we're going to work on this leg over here. Okay, and so boot again over here, a little bit of strap, a little bit of what do you call it, crease and fold. And so again, I'm gonna, let's see, how did I do this? Got something like that, something like that, and something like that. And we'll go ahead and close it over like that. Okay, so now I'm just gonna draw the front of the shoe. Something like that. And again, I'm just gonna kind of give it a little something, you know, little bit of beat up edge. Hey, look, he's been through war, guys. He's been through heck. All right. So you know what I say? I say that's good. I say we take care of the rest with color. So that is Captain America. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.